If we could just start some big news today about Jurgen Klopp. I just wanted to get your reaction. You've spoken about him before.
Well, I'm very sad because if he's change league, change country, Premier League, lose one of the best coach in the world. I consider Klopp, Guardiola, Ancelotti, Bielsa the best coaches in the world, and I'm sad for it.
He says he feels a lack of energy. Do you understand that? I remember you saying to me about you couldn't do this job for more than 10 years.
Very well, I can understand. I think our work is the best work you can do. I consider my work the best work but it's very tough. It's very tough, and you need energy. You have to push every day. You have to keep the behavior to improve day by day. You have to study because you can't stop your improvement. You can't stop your study to the new game, the new coaches, the new idea. Football is on development, and if you don't work with the right energy, you lose everything.
What about your squad? How are they ahead of the weekend? Some positive pictures of Ansu Fati and Igor on the training ground. Are they coming back into the squad for this weekend?
Yeah, Ansu Fati, no, is not ready yet, and we don't want to take risk with him. Igor is good. Igor feels better and he can play.
What about Julio, Enciso? I know he's not with the group necessarily, but seeing a few shots of him, how good is it to see him on the grass?
Yes, I'm seeing him with a smile, happy, and is a good. Is very good for us. But the same is for Mitoma, Dingra, Ansu Fati. We are pushing. We are working well, but I would like to have the complete squad.
Before the Stoke game, you said how important the FA Cup was to you, especially after last season. How big an opportunity is this weekend for you?
Yes, it's an opportunity, but it's too far to make other thoughts. We have to keep our focus in the game. We know the level of difficulty of the game tomorrow. We are ready to play. We are ready to compete. To win the game, we have to play our best. Otherwise, we lose the game.
Chris Wilder has come in since you played them in the league earlier this season. Do you see any changes to their style or the way they are playing?
Yes. In the Premier League, there aren't easy game or bad team. I watched a lot of game in the last period. For example, they played very well against West Ham, and they deserve to win the game maybe. And we know what will be tomorrow the game.
Thank you.
Hi, Roberto. Just following up on Klopp, you've described him as one of the best managers in the world. What is it about him that makes him so special? And also, Erik ten Hag has said today, losing him is not good for the Premier League. How much has he done for English football, do you think?
The chronologies, the personality. I said I like him because his energy, his character are great, no? And if he change country, if you change league, is not a good thing for Premier League.
With the bookmakers, and just the bookmakers, Roberto, you are one of the favourites for the Liverpool job to take over from him. 2 months ago you said about the negotiations maybe starting on a new contract. Is there any update on that?
No, there aren't news about my contract, but my focus is on just on the last part of the season. We are going to compete and to play a historic part of the season. We compete in Premier League to reach the same level, the same target of last season. We're gonna play the final 8 in Europe League. We compete in FA Cup, and we remember the defeat of last season in Wembley, and for it I keep my eye on my team.
On Ansu, how nice has it been to have him back around the squad and the players to be back around with him, first of all, and then also you've mentioned about how you felt a big responsibility to try and bring the best out of him. But if you've lost a couple of months because he's been injured, what do you want from him when he is ready to come back?
I expect for him more energy, the right attitude to finish the season in the best way he can. I think he has the right motivation. He feels the responsibility to play in Brighton, to show his qualities. My confidence is the same on Ansu, but when he will be ready to play, I think he has to feel the responsibility to show, to play, to score, to be important for us.
And you talk about moving into an historic part of the season. You can have Fati back, Enciso, Mitoma, Adingra. They're all close to coming back. Does that excite you, or do you have to not think about it yet?
No, I'm exciting to make mistakes when I have to decide the first 11. But I want to make mistakes. I want to have this possibility to make mistake, because if you have 13, 14 players, Enrico can decide the first 11 is the same.
Yeah, it's a nice problem to have.
But Enrico is good enough.
Yeah,
don't smile.
Look forward to seeing.
Yeah.
Just on the FA Cup, getting so close last season to the final, does that give you even extra fuel to try and go one better or two sets
I understood
better?
the importance of the FA Cup when I started to live, to work in UK, and for it I would like to reach the semi-final, the final in FA Cup. I know the difficult. I know tomorrow will be another very tough game, especially away. But to compete and to reach the big target, you have to win difficult game, tough game, a great game. Last season, to reach the semi-final, we won against Liverpool at home, in Stoke, in Middlesbrough, and for it we reach that target.
And just finally, there's 6 days left of the transfer window. I know you're not that keen to talk about transfers, and it's not a responsibility of the recruitment team, but you said a bit ago about wanting 3 or 4 players in. If no one else came in before next Thursday, would you be happy?
I don't know. I said my opinion before the transfer market started, and then it's not my work. My work is on the pitch to organize my team in the next games, and it's not my business. We will see how finish the transfer market.